لله رب العالمين نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسل الله تعالى بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا داعيا إلى الله بإذنه وسراجا منيرا أما بعد قال جل وعلا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وقال يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما وقال تعالى في مقام آخر وإذ تأذن ربكم لئن شكرتم لأزيدنكم ولئن كفرتم إن عذابي لشديد. My dear respected scholars, brothers, sisters and elders, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to make a statement to you, and that statement is that happiness is a product of gratitude. Grateful people are happy. Ungrateful people are unhappy. It's not the other way around. It's not that happy people become grateful, but not the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this obviously centuries before science discovered it, but today there is actually evidence in psychology to show that being grateful produces happiness. Because gratitude is a product of awareness of what we have and then of appreciation of that. So one is I become aware of what I have and then I appreciate that, and that is what makes me happy. So I want to ask you, how many of you today, as you came here to the masjid and you are sitting here for Juma, how many of you are happy? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. And I'm assuming that those who did not raise their hands, they did not raise their hands because they believe in the masala of Fardul Kifaya. Somebody raised his hand, that is also for me, inshallah. Yeah? So everybody is happy, inshallah. The issue is, if we are happy, then do we express this happiness? Do we express this happiness in terms of gratitude to the one who gave it to us? And that is why this ayah from Surah Ibrahim, which all of us are familiar with, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala specifically said this. He said, the one who is grateful, I will increase my ni'mah for this person. The increase of the ni'mah can be obviously in getting more of what it is that makes us happy. But even before that, if you just reflect on it, just being aware, subhanAllah, this is what I have, that itself is an increase in the barakah of this ni'mah. How many of you remember the first new car that you bought? You know, in India somebody did some research, they were publishing some research about the illnesses of children of the super rich. Illnesses of the children of the super rich. And they actually published an interview of this girl who is in a state of depression, clinical depression, and she is being treated for that. And the counselor is asking her, why is one happy? What's wrong? Why are you so sad? And she says, my father just bought me a 350 sports Mercedes. Sounds like crazy, Your father just bought you a sports sports car, a Mercedes 350, and you're unhappy. I mean, I hope there is no one here who would give an arm and a leg for that car. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was, and in this case, don't raise your hand. I'm giving you actual evidence. I mean, people are unhappy. But remember, I asked you, what did I ask you? I said, how many of you remember your first car? And for most of us, the first car that we bought, you would probably, today Allah has given you enough, you would probably feel slightly embarrassed to even stand next to that. You know, small little Suzuki 800cc or something like this. I remember the first car I bought was a car called the Ambassador in India. Those of my Indian friends will remember that. It's almost an antique now. And as I drove it off, as I actually didn't even drive it, I was in the showroom and the guy tells me, the seller, the agent of the seller, Hindustan Motors, he tells me, when you go out of here, take a right turn and there is a welder. He says, go and get the entire chassis, all the joints re-welded. So I said, you are selling me the car, you are telling me I must get all the joints re-welded. He said, yes, I am telling you. Your choice, you don't want to get it re-welded up to, but get all the joints re-welded and get it painted with rubber coated, with rubberized paint, otherwise it will rust and it will fall apart. Brand new car. I was so thrilled to get this car. Why? Because for the first time I had 4 wheels under me instead of 2. Awareness of that. So let me ask you, when we are talking about happiness and we are talking about gratitude, what is our attitude towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Jalaluhu, to whom we owe everything? To whom we owe everything. And that awareness, that happiness comes from awareness of what we get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Jalaluhu. And out of that awareness also comes trust, which we call tawakkul. Tell me, who is your best friend? Think of your best friend. Invariably, it will be somebody, not just someone you have known for a long time. We know many people for a long time, but they're not necessarily our best friends. Our best friends are those people who, even though we may not have known them for a long time, they are people who stood with us and who stuck with us through thick and thin. People who were there for us when we needed them. As they say, there's a saying called a friend in need is a friend indeed. And somebody said a friend in need is no friend of mine. So the question is that somebody who sticks with me, stands by me, supports me, helps me when I'm in need, this person is the best friend. And the one who builds up a record of this, of having stood by you in times of need, this person is the one you love the most. Yes? Then what do we believe about Allah? Even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been with us before we were born, and today in the lecture on death and hereafter, inshallah, you will hear some of those details. Even though Allah has been with us before we were born, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Jalaluhu will be with us even after we were born, after we die, all of us can safely say that Allah has been with me from the day I was born. My oldest friend, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But do we have the same level of trust with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? There was a wise man in the reign of Harun Rashid, and his name was Bahlul, and he was called Bahlul Dana. Bahlul, the wise man. Bahlul actually in Urdu slang means mad. So it's a symbolic name, a madman who's wise. And Bahlul was a great alim. He was a zahid, a great alim. So one day Harun Rashid says to Bahlul, he said, you know, you are a faqir, you have no money and so on, and I don't want you to have any hardship. So I am going to settle a pension on you that you should get so many dinar every month from the treasury. So Bahir refused. He said, I don't want anything from you. So Harun Rashid got a bit upset. He said, why are you doing that? You didn't ask me, I'm giving you as a gift. So what's wrong if you accept it? He said, I don't want anything from you. He said, why? He says to him, Ya Harun, your Rabb and my Rabb is the same, no? He didn't forget you, will he forget me? He said, why should I take from you? Your Rabb and my Rabb is the same. He didn't forget you, so will he forget me? So where is this yaqeen? Happiness is a product of gratitude. So let me draw your attention to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what we get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I won't take you on a tour of the universe, and I won't tell you about birds and beasts and so on and so forth. I'll tell you some other things. Things that we see and experience every single day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala began His kalam with the surah we recite in every rakat of every salah. Without which the salah is not valid. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala began the surah by, in His name. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. My brothers and sisters, reflect on this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala began in His name, and He introduced Himself and said Rabbul Alameen. And then what did He say? Who is Rabbul Alameen? Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a choice of using any of His other attributes? Because He is referring, the next ayat after that is, He is referring to that day when you and I will stand before Him bil-haq. What do you say to the Rabb? Before He reminds you that one day you will come before me. He chooses to put your heart at rest by saying, "O my slaves, I am Rahman Rahim. Don't worry. Don't worry. You will come before me, but I am Rahman Rahim." My brothers and sisters and elders, I ask you this question. When this realization occurred to me, I thought to myself, that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had said, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Al-Khahhar wal-Jabbar, Al-Muntaqim wal-Aziz, all of which are His attributes. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, Limanil mulkul yawm. Allah did not say, Lillahi Rahman Rahim. No. He said, Limanil mulkul yawm. Lillahi al-Wahid al-Khahhar. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had used those attributes, Al-Wahid al-Khahhar, Al-Muntaqim wal-Aziz, Al-Qahir al-Jabbar, if Allah had used these attributes and He had said, Maliki Yawmiddin, what would be the state of the Muslim who is reading that kalam with understanding? What would be his state? I am going before the one who is Wahidul Khahhar. I am going before the one who is Azizul Jabbar. What will happen to me? What will happen to me? But how do you thank If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had said Al-Wahid al-Qahar, would you have gone and said, Ya Allah, I cannot recite this kalam with the khawf, with the fear that it puts in me, please change the words. Would we have said that? Would you have said that? How do you thank this Rabb who did not leave us this need even to ask him? And he said, Malik Yawmuddin. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmuddin. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what do you say to this Rabb who taught us how to make dua? Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Reflect on this. What is Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in? We just read the meaning. I worship only you, I ask help only from you. So what? So what? What is really being said when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in? What is really being said? My brothers and sisters and elders, reflect on this. This, imagine that we have some of our Kuwaiti brothers here and we have some of our brothers who are not Kuwaiti, Indian and Pakistani and so on. Imagine if two of you, one Kuwaiti, one non-Kuwaiti, goes into the court of the Malik, goes into the court of the Amir of Kuwait. And both of them have some need, they want to ask the Amir for something. The man who is not a Kuwaiti, he says, I am so and so, I am from India, I need your help, please help me. But what does the Kuwaiti say? The Kuwaiti says, I am yours. He says, I am yours. I am one of your subjects. So give me. To the Indian, maybe the Amir can say, go and ask your government. But to the Kuwaiti, what will the Amir say? Go and ask who? He says, I am yours. If the Amir turns away a Kuwaiti who came and said, I am yours, if the Amir says, go somewhere else, what would you say to that? Will that ever happen? It's a matter of the izzah of the Amir. It's not this fakir who came to him, it's a man who has some need. But for the Amir, he says, one of my people comes to me and asserts himself and says, I am one of yours. And then he says, give me. And I send him, so how can I send him somewhere? How can I possibly send him somewhere, even if there was somewhere to send him? What is Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in? You are saying, Ya Allah, I am yours. Ya Allah, I am yours. I don't ask anyone else. I don't worship anyone else. I worship only you, Iyaka na'budu. And I ask for help only from you, Iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina sirata al-mustaqim. Ihdina sirata al-mustaqim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us how to connect to Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us how to connect to Him. And He said, before you ask, reassert, reiterate, emphasize your connection with me. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. I am not anybody. I am yours. So give me. And give what? Ihdina sirata al-mustaqim. The one thing which only Allah can give. La tahdi man ahbabta walakin Allah yahdi man yasha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to His Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as a man in a way of putting his heart at rest. And He said, do not be aggrieved if they don't listen to you, because hidayat is not in your hands. Only Allah can give hidayat. And Allah ask me, reiterate, emphasize who you are with respect to me, and ask me and I will give you. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina sirata al-mustaqim. الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. أما بعد فقال تعالى: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. My dear brothers and sisters and elders, gratitude, being grateful, is the root to happiness. And therefore I advise myself and remind myself and advise and remind you, let us consciously become aware of the ni'mat that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jalla Jalaluhu has given us. And then let us thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for those ni'mat. Each one of you, I want you to, I request you to do this as your homework today, inshallah. When you go back home, and today it's a holiday for you, when you go back home, actually sit down with a piece of paper, sit down with a sheet of paper and a pen, and write down. Don't do a mental exercise. Do that actually. Sit with a sheet of paper and write down, list down the things that you have, which Allah has given you, for which you need to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One by one. Some of those things have names, like the name of your wife, for example, like the name of your children, for example, like the names of your parents, for example, like the names of your teachers and your family and your friends and so on and so forth. Thank them. List them down. And one by one, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for them. And thank those people, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in a hadith he said, the one who has not thanked the people has not thanked Allah. So thank those people. Reflect on what does the fact that when I want to go for Juma, when I'm at home, I don't have to worry about ironing my clothes, because my wife does it for me. This time I came to Kuwait, she's not with me. So I wear a mishla on top, so you can't see that the thobe is not ironed. Yeah? What is the value of that? What is the value of that? We have servants in our house who cook our food, we go home without a thought in the mind. How many of us, I mean, some of the bachelors are on maybe, what? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove your punishment and give you wives who will make you very happy. But when we go home, we don't even think, will there be food? Of course there is food. Good food, nice food, food that you want to eat. And if you need to lose weight, food that you don't want to eat, but it's still there, it's good for you and with a good intention. Being grateful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His kalam, He mentioned in many places things that we need to be grateful to Him for. And see the examples that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives. Common examples of what we encounter on a day-to-day basis. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا وَخَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا وَجَعَلْنَا نَوْمَكُمْ سُبَاتًا. Allah mentioned the azwaj. Allah mentioned sleep. Ask people who have insomnia what is the value of being able to sleep peacefully. وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا وَبَنَيْنَا فَوْقَكُمْ سَبْعًا شِدَادًا وَجَعَلْنَا سِرَاجًا وَهَّاجًا وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ الْمُعْصِرَاتِ مَاءً ثَجَّاجًا لِنُخْرِجَ بِهِ حَبًّا وَنَبَاتًا وَجَنَّاتٍ أَلْفَافًا. Allah described the rain, the crops, the mountains as pegs to regulate tectonic plate activity. Small and large, small and big, signs of the ni'mat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described all of these things for a reason. We need to have this gratitude for a reason. First reason makes you happy. Second reason builds tawakkul. Reflect on all that Allah has given us and ask yourself this question. When was the last time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let you down? Even if you have something in your life which you regret, which you don't like, which is giving you pain and trouble, believe me, wallahi, there is the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala behind it, which you and I may not be able to see, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows and He sees and He gives. There is the hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom extends beyond our understanding. Many times people, for example, have elderly parents or some other person in the family who is not well. And believe me, you have, I've been through this myself. If there is somebody who is sick in the family, many times you feel more pain than that person is feeling. Wallah. My father was in coma before he passed away for several weeks. And he was in coma. Allah knows best if he was feeling anything or not. He was in a complete total coma. The doctors came and tested. They said he's in a deep coma. He can't feel anything. The doctor would pinch his finger or something, toe very hard. You could see the mark of the nail of the doctor, but my father wouldn't budge. But Ajib, the Qudrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that coma he would sneeze, he would say Alhamdulillah. The first time he said that, we thought he's come back, he's got consciousness. No, he was dead, gone to the world. Dead to the world, complete coma. But when he sneezed, he would say Alhamdulillah. Now, obviously, wallah alam whether he was feeling anything or not, but at least as far as we knew, he was not feeling anything. But we and the people around, my sister and the others who used to take care of him, it was very painful. Very painful to see the father in that situation, very painful to see, what he was undergoing. But, may Allah bless my sister and her children. They took care of him physically because they used to live with him so beautifully that after 2 months of being in coma on the bed, there was not even a pin mark of a bed sore on him. Nothing absolutely. Fantastic care. Now on the face of it, it is a calamity. On the face of it, it's a problem. But imagine what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala writes in the account of those who did this work. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing us and telling us about these things that He gives us ni'mat to draw our attention to that time. I began with that. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. Why? اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. Why? مَالِكِ يَوْمِ الدِّينِ. Because we are going to stand before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that day. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed us about these ni'mat. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to be grateful. Why? Because of the same thing. So in this Surah Al-Naba, after describing the ni'mat that Allah has given us in this life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala informs us, Inna yawmal fasli kana miqata, yawma yunfaqu fi s-suri fatatuna afwaja, wa futihat as-sama'u فيها أقاما لا يذوقون فيها بردا ولا شرابا إلا حميما وغساقا جزاء وفاقا فهم إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا وكذبوا بآياتنا كذابا وكل شيء أحصيناه كتابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا. And what for people like you, may Allah include all of you in that. إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وعنابا وكواعب ترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا. From where? رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما الرحمن لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال صوابا ذلك اليوم الحق فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه مآبا. May Allah protect us from the fate of this last ayah. Inna anzarnakum. What is the ayah? Tell me what. Inna anzarnakum adaban qariban yawma yanzuru al-mar'u ma qaddamat yadahu wa yaqulu al-kafiru ya laytani kuntu turaba. May Allah protect us. My brothers and sisters and elders, I remind myself and you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered us to be grateful, and that is something that we do not only because Allah ordered us, but out of our love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداء الدين. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. آمين يا رب العالمين. يا عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقيموا الصلاة.